Welcome back to part 2 of What If Sour Was in My Hero Academia. So, the where we left off, the meeting between the all the pro heroes ex or where we left off the yeah. So, yeah. Sir Nine Eyes tells her that we'll get her back, and the you want a mad sister to as let's say Bakugo was there and all the class 1A and students says, yeah, the obviously everyone from class A and us, I think you're a great person. You're like our big sister. Yeah, so then Big Hands Girl was at that meeting too, and she says, plus I see you as my own sister too. So then, yeah. So that overhaul guy really ticks me off. As she's cracking her knuckles. As Bakugo understands that if someone, as he was sitting right next to her, that's why that's why he chose. And Bakugo, oh, wants to hurt whoever was trying to kill or trying to hurt his girlfriend's sister. Yeah. The when Fat Gun showed the a little bag of a bullet thing, as Zuko or as something tells Sour, or I know it's a ridiculous name because every time I type in sour, it's sour cream. So yeah, it's a food item, not duh. So yeah, so she looks at it and she has this weird feeling of as he or as she's like tries to figure out why is Overhaul doing that to or to her sister or to her sister, as she's like she's ready to punch Overhaul 10,000 times more as she looks away, eh? As she gave it back before, as she looks away from it, as I can understand, or Sir Night Eyes understand that he doesn't want her to feel that way. So yeah. So basically, she ends up as lock, the one that locks everything up, yeah, by just touching it. Well, he was like trying to, but when he made a comment, like, why do we hire Bender? And she, or not her, but Bakugo had his hand onto her or onto Lock's throat. As he tells her, or no, he tells Lock that sometimes people, like, as he points to his girlfriend, people like her want some revenge on those ones. So if you're trying to, like, do the being rude to her, okay? So Lock understands. Yeah. As sometimes he, like, gives her a kiss and she tolerates Bakugo's one. Because in the, like, before All for One versus All Might's arc thing, like, fight, she was in the chair and she gets kissed by two other people, Dobby and Shiraki-sen. Yeah. If you haven't seen that video, go back, like, before this video starts, go back to that one and see, because the Shiraki-sen fell on her, and then after Dobby, like, kissed her when she was, like, strapped to a chair. Yeah. And yeah. And Toga got up before, as she smacked Shiraki-sen and too, because they both got what they deserve. As yeah, as Dobby, or as Bakugo could tell, as after, like, when they were walking to UA, he tells her that how he feels about her, that the ones after the whole, like, All for One and All Might, what did they do to you? As she says, well, they were trying to think about releasing me, but then Dobby walks over, the one of the villains, actually kissed me. And that's what she's saying. When Toga, or smacked the snot out of him. And yeah, that I would rather, as he says, or as she tells him how she thinks of his, as before she did or say anything, Bakugo straight up kissed her, like making out thing. As she was, you know. So it wasn't not 18 plus yet, but I'm just gonna skip that 18 plus to make it clean. So yeah. So then like after and Overhaul was like knows that Ares' sister is, and it wasn't. He says this: "It wasn't wise for me to lie to you, who your sister Ares. That girl with the dark, her gray hair, similar to yours. She ends up might cause a bigger issue. She might come out right after me, or that." And yeah, the pro heroes do their raid, and the yeah. So then all the stuff, and she was mad. She went with or Muriel, and she ran and 4 times faster than or faster than Muriel. Who? Oh. So yeah, as she gets, or actually, she knocks the villains out, which is a single punch. She makes those people, or some of the remaining ones, old as like old people. As yeah, he, as Mirio, who understands, because she's so focused on saving Ares that no matter who has us to, like, as he calls, oh, or actually, he shows up as all for one says, or Overhaul says, ah, suddenly to say I am not giving your daughter or your sister back to you. Oh, yes, you will. Because you know why? I'll turn you into an old man. As she uses the blast attack. And as she, like, bypasses everybody. And when it got close, it turned Overhaul into a old man. Very old. Like mummy kind. So yeah. And I know this is, or I know the saying of don't pick on your elders, but Overhaul was a same age, but the Sour didn't even give a cred, as she beats the snot out of Overhaul, like breaking his arms, breaking his legs, kicking him in the chest. Yeah, it was torture. Then he became a monster, and like then he does all that stuff, as they a quirk or racing bullet is almost to hit Mirio as her time flares up. Or actually, she had not one quirk but two quirks inside of her body. But one of the quirks, like forward time, and when she first hugged her sister, she also gained remote control time or time quirk. Like, yeah. So she ends up going use it as he takes the bullet out of thin air, looks over, runs over to Overhaul, and jams it right into his head. Yeah, that might give you a one-splitting headache. And yeah, I am not going to show the image of what I had in plan, but yeah, it was pretty gruesome. Like a needle went through his skin, through his brain, or no, through the skull into his brain. Yeah, Overhaul's body was, or he spazzed out and let's say he died from it. Just say that. As as she walks over to Ares and apologizes for allowing her to see that. As she forgave her sister, as Mirio understands that, as he says, family does matter, so, we won't say who really did it, okay? Yeah. Because reason why I wanted to be a pro hero is to protect you, Ares. As and as Ares does that little she's happy that her sister is right to her. And yeah. So then as when they got home, she told her father that their grandpa was, or actually Ares told the entire story of their grandpa was slowly dying because of from old age, and yeah. So then all of the things, as yeah. So All for One is dead. Overhaul is dead. And so, and yeah, the time skip to about the wedding, as it was finally time for Bakugo and Sour to get married. I spit all over my device or microphone. And yeah, so Bakugo finally confessed, or he got onto one knee and pulled out a diamond ring for her. Yeah, it was so beautiful. As yeah, both of them got married. Bakugo is now happy. He always was, but more happy than he was. And yeah, they had a daughter. They had a daughter, they had a son. Yeah. So then the daughter was had the same look as her, but with Bakugo's hair color. And then the other one looked just like Bakugo with gray hair. Like the total opposite. But both of them gained how about 5 quirks and 5 powers? And they are now all mystery ones. Yeah. Aries was now old enough to actually date Koda. So, like, she was dating him, but now she got married and had 3 kids. Yeah, if this is what I think of, if Aries' quirk mixed with Koda's water quirk, would that make Fountain of Youth? Like, just imagine having a quirk of Fountain of Youth. When you spray it on to someone, makes them younger. Yeah. So then, basically, yeah. But they still hang out and all that stuff. So, bye-bye. Peace out, y'all. And have a good night or day. And I almost forgot the Zuko in this What If got married to Ochako and Frog Girl. Or not Frog Girl, but Momo. Yeah. Both of them got married to him. And like, yeah. So I was trying to figure out what name is like opposite to Aries. So Sour would be the opposite to Aries. So yeah. What better name should I gave her? Tell me in the comments below. of what name should I give her that was better than sour cream or sour name. So yeah, then what power she should have had instead of forward time and yeah. But the question that I asked earlier about to that, should I do that for the like when I come back? Eh? Because it would be hilarious if I add her and her to it would be probably for a Halloween special, but if I'll probably do a reboot one. So, because that would be awesome to do. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So, yeah. So, yeah. Because it would be part of his lifestyle. So, yeah. Sorry. Because he would have it as his ability. Not a quirk, but his main ability. To talk to ghosts. And the ghost gives him unique abilities. Like, gives him power of flight. And if he talks to certain ones, he also gains their like stats of Banshee, the whoever ever. And yeah, when I say whoever, you would probably be like, "Oh, I'm gonna use such and such." Yeah. So, yeah. That was just picture it in your head. So, yeah. So if you guys want me to do that in the when I come back is after 3 days is the from my trips, and please leave a like, share, subscribe, and comment. And comment down if you want to see the what if Deku had a ghost power, or what if Deku had or got forced to get married to Jiro, or anything like that. So, bye. Peace out, y'all.